which is basically a digital contract that's on the blockchain. So you can basically sell anything from art to music to experiences, physical objects.
Well, we're saying now that everyone's getting in on NFTs. That was Paris Hilton on The Tonight Show this week discussing her latest NFT project. And joining us now is an entrepreneur innovating in the age of non-fungible tokens, Gary Vaynerchuk, Executive Chairman and co-founder of VCR Group and CEO of VaynerMedia. Gary, this appeals to me. It's funny, but I would buy, or at least be interested in owning the Paris Hilton's This Is Hot. We used to use that. We'd say, you can't get decent information from a 4-box with people, and not even 6. You need 8. You need people in 8 boxes, and we had a dog in one. We had Paris Hilton in one saying, this is hot, this is hot. So it's starting to happen, I think, Gary. What you said would happen. These things are valuable.
You know, this has been happening because people have been buying digital assets all along. People were buying sheep on Farmville a decade ago. Many of the viewers here remember that. So this has been happening. There was no prediction, Joe, and when I was saying what the reality is that people struggle to take human actions in new contexts and project human behavior, and that's where the opportunity is.
Gary, update us for people that have been watching you come on episodically. You're what do you call it, V-Friends or Vayner?
That's right.
You did it, and that was an unmitigated success in it when we were. Can you explain it again, or will it take the whole segment for you to explain it?
No, I'll take 2 seconds.
Update us on the results of the auction and what's happening now.
V-Friends was me establishing an intellectual property no different than Harry Potter or Pokemon or Disney or Marvel, but instead in a comic book form or in a TV series or in a movie form or book form. I did it through NFT characters. Think of them as the original Disney cells of something I'm going to be building over the next 40 years, an intellectual property, and that becomes a collectible. It was also access to a 3-year business conference that I'll be announcing soon in 2022, 2023, and 2024. Ethereum was close to 4,000. Right now it's at 3,200. But in initial sales in the first 3 weeks, at a 4,000 to 3,500 price point, there was $51 million in upfront sales in the first 3 weeks. And over the last 3 months, there's been $31 million in secondary sales of people selling it to each other and collecting, and I get a royalty against that. So it's been a huge success, and it's what's led to, what I'm excited to announce today around the VCR Group, an innovative restaurant group where right now, Paris was right what she said, and what people are talking about are, you've covered the Beeple auction, the $69 million sale and all that, collectibles. We've seen a ton of that, but people are misunderstanding the smart contract and what it can do. V-Friends was IP building, but it was also a 3-year ticket to a South by Southwest Davos, major business conference. And I want to continue to innovate on the smart contract.
So, listening to her, I kind of understood what she was saying. I was pretty impressed. She said it's a smart contract on the blockchain. So what's the new thing you're announcing today? And then update us on Damien Hirst. How did that go that you talked about last time you were on?
I'll go there quickly. Damien Hirst and Tom Sachs, 2 incredible contemporary artists, have had massive successes. And so I think iconic contemporary artists should really be looking at this technology. I think it's a huge win for the artist financially and brand reputationally, and for its early buyers. I think the contemporary art scene will completely play out. The new thing, VCR Group, a few months ago, David Rodolitz started NPO in the city, a great restaurateur, and Josh Capon, one of the most famous chefs in the world from lore fame, and I created the VCR Group. And we're announcing this morning that we're launching the first NFT restaurant, a membership restaurant. We've seen these executions in the city and in other major cities. But the punchline is a very modern restaurant where the token is the access to the membership and to your table. But unlike, let's say, a Raos where you own the table, the table and the access is ownable by you and transferable on the blockchain. So this is going to come out in fall 2022. VCRgroup.com/NFT if you want to get information.
Wow.
And and it's going to change the world, right? NFTs are going to be a platform for access and membership, but asset creation. So, listen, you're going to go 3, 4, 5 times, and then you might want to sell it and make a profit.
That's amazing. We got to run. I only got one thing. I only have one thing to say about this idea, Gary. You know what it is?
Hey, Squawk Box, that's hot.
There you go. So that's hot. That whole idea is hot. We got to go.
It's
Thanks,
going to work.
Gary. Come back.
Thank you,
I believe you.